Put some respect on my name.
Usually I don't do this, but yeah, I must admit that this one got me stuck. Caught up in my feelings, how I'm feeling, this might be the one. Yeah, and know with me, I just might mess it up and sabotage myself or past emotions, cause it's hard to trust. I'm too independent and I love my own space. Don't want nobody in my ear, don't need nobody in my face. But I must admit, sometimes I need a bit of company. Someone to hold me down, make me smile, know how to comfort me. The streets talk, but what they saying got to do with me. My bed is often empty, I wish I had 2 or 3. My main objective is to focus, I got tunnel vision, but all my future visions ain't official. My if you ain't in it, sounds corny, but I'm speaking facts. So I sent a risky text and I'm hoping that you hit me back. Sounds corny, but I'm speaking facts. She responded with a text and a pic like, can you handle that? I learned to love you from a distance like forbidden fruit. Gain your friendship more than a friend, you was my go-to. Was down without the motive, kept respectful till my feelings changed. Like turned into love and conversations happened every day. I learned to love you from a distance like forbidden fruit. Gain your friendship more than a friend, you was my go-to. Was down without the motive, kept respectful till my feelings changed. Like turned into love and conversations happened every day. Now you would think that being friends was started perfect, right? But in reality, your only difference is we just alike. Both like to walk around in silence, giving dirty looks. Me, I'd rather talk and you rather run to Facebook. Now it's like we perfect strangers, barely talking, can't see eye to eye. I talk and you don't listen. When you talk, all I hear is lies. Don't wanna leave, but if I stay, it could get tragic. Shouldn't have to search for peace, nor be burdened by your actions. Didn't really wanna leave, I had to go to seek my happy.
Hey, welcome to Off the Record, and this has been a long time in the making. Sir, Champagne James.
Appreciate it.
Man, it has been a while. We've been playing your music for a long time. I saw you over at Rustics doing a show, and we've missed, and finally I get to talk to you, man.
Finally get to run into you, man.
Man, the stuff that you do for the city, on behalf of the city, thank you. When anybody talks about a promoter in the city, Champagne James, you're one of the top ones. So thank you.
I appreciate it, man.
Tell me a little bit about how you go about a show, because when we spoke at Rustics, you were really like, okay, I need that over there, this over here. You really control the scene. Most promoters I deal with, they're like, the band's going to show up at this time. So you really go that extra mile.
Yeah, it is promotion, but I'm an event coordinator, man. I coordinate the event. So certain things have to be a certain way. You know what I mean? At this time, we got to do this. At this time, we got to do that. If you do it ahead of time and run smoothly, you don't have a whole bunch of problems, even though it's always going to be some kind of problem. But if you up on top of it, you don't have them problems, you know what I'm saying, for the most part.
Well, I'll say it works out. That math is there because there were very little things that need to happen. As a matter of fact, the person that kind of booked the shows, he even left. He felt so comfortable that you were handling it. He's like, yeah, we got to go over to this other spot.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that screams everything.
Yeah, I've been doing this a long time.
Yeah.
So, I've been seeing everything that could happen. So I know how to prevent the possibilities of certain things happening.
And I would say it's probably maybe 9 years, but I'm going to say 10 years ago, a song was sent in, Till I Die. It was with you, Grinch Mob, and a few other people.
Yeah.
You ready to hear us? I don't know if you know this. It is still one of our number one records 10 years later.
That's what's up.
And it's the feel, it's the lyrics. There's some.
We was at the Motor Center.
In that part, yeah, it was.
Yeah.
There's a lot to that, so
Yeah.
I could see why it is the way that it is. But
Yeah, it was perfectly planned. I had a little bit behind that.
Okay, all right. It has that touch. Awesome.
Yeah.
Right. Well, again, it is so awesome to finally meet you. We are over at Queen Hinnessey's album release party. And when I saw this gentleman in the audience, I had to grab him.
Yes,
Thank you so much.
Hey, man, appreciate you having me.
Keep up the great work.
Hey, man, I appreciate it all the way.
Talk to you later.
Yes, sir.
1,000 thank yous.
Yes.
Okay, and then, of course, guess who I ran into? Yeah, Money Muscle Production.
In the house, baby.
We have a hip-hop radio show called Flow City.
Flow City. Hey, tune in. Portland Metro Records. You know what it is.
And our tagline, Portland Metro Records, it's called Stepping on Vinyl. And the reason why is we break records. And when we talk about breaking records, we talk about being the first one to play it, the first one to make it popular. And then we also like to be the ones who break the news.
Hey, I like that. I like that a lot. We're about to
Mr.
break
Don
some ground
P.
today. Yes, sir.
How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. It's always good to see you, sir. Definitely.
Us.
Portland
So
Metro
good.
Records in the house. #1. Period. Tune in. I don't care. Just tune in.
I may not be in frame, actually.
Oh, well, hey, I can still see you. So
That's not important. It's all about you guys. Tell me what's going on.
So tonight we're actually celebrating Queen Hinnessy's birthday, album release party. Shout out to family right there. We had her. We did a surprise birthday party for her last night. We got a ton of people down there. I've never seen her face light up like that, and I'm calling you out, Henny, because I know you're gonna watch this. So shout out to you. Happy birthday. We love you to death, man. This is why we do all this. So, but we got some. Like Shane said a minute ago, we're gonna break the news. So, shout out my guy right here, Martial Law. The newest member of Money Muscle.
Hey, shout out Money Muscle. We made it official. P. Already, bro. Quick.
You already know.
Money Muscle in the house. We represent. Thank you,
Salute
Shane.
to that.
Yes.
Thank you. I mean, man, look, it's what I want to say is it's a long time coming. It's a long time coming, but nah, I got much love for y'all. What you're gonna get out of martial law, you're gonna get some dope.
Y'all gotta wait for that though.
All the family. Yeah,
like Quick said, you gotta wait.
Y'all gotta wait for
y'all
that.
gotta wait for that. Y'all gonna get it soon, though. Don't you worry. Don't you worry.
Marshall don't wait.
Hey, shout out Shane, shout out Portland Metro Records,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Like, at the end of the day, it comes down to this, man. We're building something big here in Portland, and everybody who's talked to me, I got a lot of love for all the different groups, all the different people who have talked to me. What it came down to is the fact that Money Muscle, they got something going. Not that anybody else does it, but they got a family over here, and we building something big. 2023, 2024, you watch out, Money Muscle. We going on, man. We got some Chris Calvin shows. We got some Chris Calvin. We'll talk about that.
He's
more.
leaking. He's leaking.
Hey,
Don't leak this
I
stuff.
can leak it. I
Don't
can
leak
leak it because before I was there, I set it up. So before we get that going,
Pay attention to this guy right
got
here.
some
He's
coming.
doing big things.
Martial law.
Marshall.
Quick, we got P, we got Shane from Portland Metro. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate
Much
y'all.
love.
Real quick. Steal that back from you,
Absolutely.
big guy. So we want to give a shout out to Portland Metro Records. Shane Ramsey in the building. Look, this is all love right here. So this is September's version of the magazine. You need to tap in, tune in. Man, there's a couple spreads in there that are pretty impressive.
Y'all want this?
Hey!
Y'all want this one?
What do y'all know about that? We just brought X-Rated to Portland. That was live. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be super humble when I say this. That is one of my goats. Period in the story. The fact that we were able to bring him to the city was magical. I mean,
Good night. Successful.
that's it, man. I guess
Still talking about it.
Hey, I
Still
know,
talking
man. That was a real good show. Real good show.
We know all videos and pictures, please.
Oh yes, if anybody out there has any video footage from the August 4th show with X-Rated at PDX Event Center, please get them out.
Please.
Send them to Shane. Send them to Money Muscle Productions LLC at gmail.com. It doesn't matter. Just get it out to us so we can get it added into everything we're doing.
Shout out, honestly, Unconventional Kings, C-Mob, X-Rated.
C-Mob.
Man, C-Mob was
He
crazy.
did his
Unconventional Kings, y'all were crazy. Strange music. The fact that y'all came out here, brought X-Rated out here. I got to be a part of that. Shout out to Don P,
Yes,
man.
sir.
I appreciate you. It was one of the dopest events of my life. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not
It
gonna
was
lie.
a good one, boy.
Cheers, salute. Look, hey, Money Muscle in the building. PortlandMetroRecords.com. Tune in. You know what it is. Flow City.
in the building.
And just so you know, P, I take a 2X in t-shirts, 2X in hoodies. Hey, shout out Shane, shout out Portland Metro Records, Flow
What's up?
City, Martial Law, Money Muscle Productions. We out this.
Okay, we are still here. Queen Hennessy's album release party, and check it out. Guess who else I ran into?
Your boy Rich James was happening.
Every post, everything that Money Muscle Productions talks about, they always tag you. You are the producer. You are the go-to guy. How's that feel? I mean, I'll say this. to have that level of this is the guy is pretty special.
It feels pretty heavy for me because, like, for a while I've been doing music for a while out here in the Portland area, and for a group to feel my sound, that's big.
Yeah,
That's real big.
100%.
Like they bought over 12, maybe 15 beats from me so far.
They're passionate people.
Yeah, and they're making them classic.
Yeah, they are.
Like, to me, the artist is the last instrument on the beat. So when they finish the track, it's complete to me, and it's a whole different thrill from me making a beat. It's like I heard it all over again. So it's crazy.
One of our records, Quick did, Dear Mama.
Yeah.
I know that you produced that one.
Yeah, I did the hook on that too.
Okay,
Yeah.
that one, it's a smash for us. And then Don P just sent us over a few other things, and I'm like, oh, these are do I have them going? I might have them going now, but it was like yesterday, so it just got on the radio. And we've actually met before over at Tiger Studio. You brought in Quiz.
Quiz brought us in. We were part of the Free Agents back in the day.
Free Agents, okay.
Yeah. And we did our radio single "I'm Better" there.
Okay.
So that was heavy.
Nice. Congrats. It's always good to see people come back around. Again, I'm just going to bring this up. Champagne James, I just interviewed him. 10 years I've been trying to get the interview with him. So,
seriously?
Yeah, it's just that we've always missed, and I brought him to one thing, he had to cancel. I tried to go to another thing. He did a show at Rustics, and I was like, oh, finally. But then we had to go to this this boat thing that was happening that night. So it's just been missing. And what's really, really great about, I will say about Portland, it's not a big community. It's a small community.
Yeah.
Everybody knows
so
everywhere.
Big,
yeah.
And it's funny you bring up Champagne. He put me on my very first Portland show.
Oh, yeah?
Shout out Champagne James.
Yeah, dude's always doing it. And
working.
He's working with the big time. So it is finally great to have you sit down and talk. And congratulations with everything. To be Money Muscle Productions, like go-to producer. That's awesome.
Yeah, it makes me feel good. Makes me feel good. They appreciate my sound.
Hey, thank you so much.
Of course. Man.
All right, take care.
Continued success.
Thank you. Okay, we are still here, and guess who else I ran into? How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Please, what's your name and what do you do?
Janelle. I'm a singer here in Portland, Oregon. I'm from Jacksonville, Florida, Duval. I've been here 3 years now. I've been writing since I was able to write, I guess.
Okay.
But I've been pursuing my music like seriously since I've been out here in Oregon, and that's been going on 3 years now. And I'm, trying to branch out because I get nervous sometimes, and I don't like to really communicate with people like that. But this is helping me, be more out there, be more open, and welcome people in, and also give me opportunities to work with other artists that's out in the city.
Oh, nice. Well, congrats. I'm from Fort Lauderdale. Everybody knows that. But I'm from Fort Lauderdale. And the reason why I do Portland Metro Records is in Fort Lauderdale, you have TV, you have magazine, you have radio. And when I got here, there was very, very limited. So I thought, let me just fill in where I can. And now, thank goodness, there is Portland Radio Project, there's Vortex Magazine. Just since then, it's just blossomed. So I'd love to see that. Well, congratulations. Do you have anything recorded?
I do. Right now, the only song that I have out that's like completely finished is Say It, which you guys will hear tonight. Right now I'm working on my EP to bring out all of my music, which should be released in January. So, I'll be working on keeping you guys updated on that. This will be my first EP. I'll have also my release party in January. So, looking forward to just expanding and letting you guys be able to hear more music, because I know a lot of people have been asking and anticipating it. So it's coming, but it's perfection takes time. So we're working on it.
That's awesome. Just to give you a little background, a lot of people out there I know I was like, oh, I'm going to interview you. I'm going to interview you. And everybody said, you have to team up with this one. So you should feel good about that because
Well, I do.
all of those people, they are at the top of the game here.
Yes, they are. Those artists are freaking amazing. Hennessy, everybody. Who we got? Cadillac coming out, Glam Dog, a lot of artists.
Yes.
Like amazing,
Yeah.
and I appreciate them for speaking highly of me, because I don't be thinking people really, recognize me outside of, doing my shows and stuff. People be doing their own thing, but it's good to know that people still, bring my name up when I'm not around. So that's been good for me.
Awesome. Well, congrats, and we look forward to hearing that record.
Thank
Very good meeting you.
you as well.
All right, guys.
Peace.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, guess who I ran into? No stranger to the TV show. Man, how have you been?
Man, I've been good, man. Now, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I've gone through a couple things, but other than that, still working on music and, keeping and trying to master my craft and get some good stuff out here. So
Awesome. Just saw you at the X-Rated.
yes, that was fun.
And matter of fact, I know you're in here. I remember.
That's tight. I didn't even know that.
Yeah. Well, it just came out yesterday or something like that.
Well, congratulations, man. That's
Thank
tight.
you. I can't remember what one is you, but there you go. I'll let you take a look at it. Praise MC. It is so nice to see you and have you back again.
Right.
There you are.
Yeah.
Awesome. You have been doing a lot. You've been very, very busy. You are celebrating, if I'm not mistaken, an album coming out.
Yes. Love in the cuts. And that's just like, if you love music, you love cuts. So
That
that's
kind
why I
of goes
called it.
hand in hand.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So that's why I did it.
Awesome. And if I know this right, I think I understood this. That show was over at, was it called PDX Event Center?
Yep.
You live over there.
I live like about a mile from there.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I was like, oh, okay. I'm thinking that everybody's traveling over there. Everybody lives over there. I'm the only one traveling.
That's funny.
But that place was packed. That was such a great show. You did such a great job on,
Thank you, man.
on stage.
I had a fractured sternum.
Yeah.
And still fractured, but it's way better now.
Yeah. Congrats. You're looking
rap.
great. We won't go through it, but you went through some stuff, and congrats to see you here and doing well. And congrats with the album. Do you have an idea on when you're going to be releasing that?
Well, today's the first, so I was trying to have it done by today, but I'm looking at the tracks today and going through the mastering, and I'm like, it's going to take me about a week to 2 more weeks. So
that's awesome.
But it's 18 songs, definitely.
18?
Yeah.
That's a full CD.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So,
I was expecting you to say like 2 months.
Already 2 videos that aren't dropped yet, but they're finished pretty much. So.
All right, and I'm not going to remember the song. Yes, I am. Waterfalls.
Waterfall Drip.
Yeah, yep. Waterfall Drip. That's one song that does really well. Awesome. Yep. Please send us another song from that album.
Oh, I will. I could send you all I put them all as radio versions.
Oh, you did? Awesome. Thank you. And by the way, if you're an artist listening, please do radio edited, do clean, do another verse that doesn't have the bad language. On behalf of myself and all the other DJs that do radio and TV and video, we would really, really appreciate it if, one, you made a clean version, and two, where it says the album name, artist, and all that, fill that out. I have a few people
I do that.
from the producer. Everything's blank, and I have to go. Okay, what's the name of the album?
Yep.
I don't want to do all that work. That's a lot of work.
And it seals it. You know what I'm saying? Like before you put it in, I get it sealed, so it has my label tag in there. So anywhere you pop it up and it has all that stuff, it has just the label tag. You're like, oh damn, okay.
That's awesome, because that is absolutely helpful. The other thing, and this did happen once to me, I misunderstood what the song was I put out, and because of the way the internet works, there are sometimes when you play it somewhere, it has what I put on there, and even though I deleted it, it's still out there.
Oh yeah.
And it's frustrating because I'm like, I know, I'll just say it was 2 P's at the end. I put 1 P. I was like, oh, well,
Where's it at?
yeah, I didn't know it was 2 P's. Anyway, congratulations. Thank you.
again,
Always
Shane.
great seeing you, man.
Always great to see you too, man. And I appreciate everybody that's a fan and that enjoys my music. You know what I'm saying?
Praise MC.
Get more fans. All right. Thank you. Go out.
All right, guys, and how cool is this? One of our favorite stars of the Bazaar.
What's going on, man?
Man, it's so good to see you.
Appreciate you, man. Thanks for having me, man. It's been a blessing. Been on the grind. So I appreciate you inviting me into your circle.
Oh, please, thank you. Lady X, DJ Lady X, years ago introduced me to you guys. And from there, I've been a fan. And over at the X-Rated show, I got to see you guys perform.
Yeah, man.
The show was amazing. But when you guys did the energy in the room just went up at least 10%.
Hey, look, we strive to be different. We try to be outside the box. We really don't follow any trends. We're kind of like making it up as we go with trend setting and like kind of like chipping away at our own style and our just as we call it funk hop, you know. So we're doing that hip hop funk / just out of the realm stuff. But man, yeah, it's just been amazing how everything. We just finished the new album for Stars Bazaar. Yeah, man,
Nice.
Called Messages to Cyrus. So it's coming out. It should be coming out in the next month or two. But our new single just dropped from the album called The Bazaarian Show, and the video just dropped, and it's been big responses. So it's been nice.
Awesome. Take a look at that. You will not be disappointed. Their energy that they bring. So not only the lyrics, but the music that you choose and the energy and the way that you perform it is on that different level. And I cannot tell you how much I appreciate the show.
Man. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't just go on stage just to sing or like rap our lyrics like word for word. We try to do showmanship. If we had it our way, I'm sure we would have all types of theatrics, all types of like bombs going off, smoke going crazy. Like we talk about this like when we're trying to get to that level. But yeah, like we're just trying to go big. Like I want to go arena style, status. So to do that, man, you have to be able to have a show. And plus, we're working on having a band. So if we can have a band behind us while we rap and do our songs, I mean, and then we can do like individual, like guitar solos and like these different little individual like sets for them to like really show off. I mean, it would just be a nice show. So we just trying to really like expand, So.
As a fan and someone in the audience, I really appreciate it.
Dope, man.
I run sound outside of this, and I run for rock bands. Right. And yeah, when I see the band kind of get this little signal that the guitarist is going to come up, I'll put the spotlight on.
Oh, absolutely.
I'll do the fog.
The whole thing.
The white lights will start flashing.
To be honest, like working with Parliament Funkadelic, we did a song with them in 2016 with George Clinton and his band and Mudbone and also his grandson Treza Clinton, which Treza Clinton is the producer for the new single that just came out. So that's from Parliament. So it's been really a blessing to work with them. I mean, they're a Grammy Award winning group. I mean, every time they come into town, we go VIP with them. We kick it. We're getting ready to do a collaboration album with them that nobody knows about.
Her
so
first.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, there's a lot of things that we haven't really been talking about, man. It's just we just did a movie soundtrack for a movie that's supposed to be coming out for Hulu. I mean, a lot of people. Yeah, we've just been on the low, but we just just a lot of things we've been brewing and just trying to like sit back and just really just make this put some foundation behind it before we really go public.
Absolutely,
Well, hey, congrats. Thank you so much. Always great talking with you.
I appreciate you, man.
All right.
It's been a blessing, man. And go ahead and check this guy out, man. He's doing great things for the community, and he's been really trying to work with people that are really serious in the game. Man, go ahead and check him out, man.
Awesome. Well, thank you. But seriously, go ahead and check out Stars of the Bazaar. You will not be disappointed.
And your boy Epix as a solo artist, because I also have a Latin R&B album or Latin R&B song called Epic's Body on Me. Go ahead and check that out too. It's a banger.
What's that one song that
That's Epic's Body on
that's
Me.
Lady
Yeah,
X will
Lady
always
X.
play
Yeah,
that
Lady
one?
X is one of
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Shout out to Lady X, man. I was meant to mention her too, because man, she just one thing that about her is that she's supported that me with that song since it's been from the beginning. So it's like, and and she's been doing her thing, man. Shout out to her, man. She's been doing great. All of her endeavors and everything, like. And she relentlessly plays that song, and then even did like a remix to it, and like like it was just it was crazy. So, man, so I appreciate all the love. We're gonna do part 2 in a minute, so don't be getting like comfortable.
All right. Hey, thank you
Right.
so much.
Absolutely, man. Appreciate you, man.
Yep. Guys, take care.
Right on. Right on.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that's what's up.
I like that. Okay, and we just ran into another Stars of the Bazaar. We were at the X-Rated show, and you guys lit it up. Of course, we just spoke to Eric, and I want to know if you can help me out with this. How do you go into writing a sound? Because you guys, when you guys have a song, it has a ton of energy, and I'm just trying to think of when you're writing it, how do you create that much energy when it's not there?
For me personally, I feed off the melody of the beat.
Okay.
For every snap or an 808 or whatever, there might be a click or a ring in the background, or it might be a flute in the background, whatever it is. That once I hear that drop, I instantly know when it's time to take off. And then I also automatically can just know when to stop without even knowing when it's supposed to stop. Because it's just hearing that beat in you. It's like once you hear it, you start hearing that tone, then instantly you know when to cut off, you know when to cut off.
So I was very, very fortunate to go to New York and be in the studio with Redman's album, Red Gone Wild. And one of the artists in there, Jermaine Paul. And this guy, I'm just going to say this. I've seen a lot of people record, but this dude was dancing before he hit the mic. And then when he hit the mic, I felt the energy of the song, and I'm like, that's it. I don't even know how to describe it. It's just that much energy.
And the energy comes from just we want people to enjoy it. We want people to be happy and dance and get up and feel good and be like, yeah, this is what it's, we live in. We have to thank God for being alive.
When you guys were on stage, and I'm just coming from this part of it, like, there's nobody yet dancing to the song. Nobody knows it yet, but you guys are on stage and you're acting like everybody knows the song. And I'm like, wow, that is something special. And I know that you guys did on purpose, but that is tough to do.
Because then after a while, then guess what happens?
Everybody knows it.
Feeding into the song.
And everybody they were knowing the lyrics, they were knowing the hook, they were knowing this, and
Once you get them, get that, it's the vibe. It's all about the vibe, man. Coming in there, keep it smooth, keep it legit, and just try to have fun with it, and try not to overcrowd each other when we're on stage. That's important. You got to know how to move around.
I did notice that, and you guys were very, very good. One person went back off, and then another person jumped in. I was like, okay, very cool.
If you up, step up.
Yeah.
If you a background. You know what I mean? So, and if there's room, even if there's an audience and you got a wireless mic, it's better to just hop into the audience.
Right.
Really feel the presence of this is music. This is live.
Yeah.
That's what I do. I like jumping out.
Well, as a fan in the audience, I just want to say I appreciate how much energy you guys bring to the show. There was already energy there, but then when you guys came on, it was like I felt it. I got the vibe. So thank you for everything that you do, and keep up the great work. You guys are always working.
Check out our new video, The Bazaarian Show.
Awesome.
YouTube, and it's nice.
Yeah.
It's something you want to check out.
Check it out, please. Stars of the Bazaar.
Candy Rapper.
You guys are awesome. Thank you. It's very good meeting you.
Thank you. You too, as well. Next time I see you, I'll get you one of my shirts from the clothing line, Gorilla Pit Squad.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Well, ran into another artist. Your name is Blue.
It is.
And you just performed, and I am going to say, little different than everybody else.
Yeah.
A little bit different. And the crowd went nuts.
Yeah.
And I loved it. I was like, okay, I love this song. One of them was Wave After Wave. I forget.
Mr. Bob's.
And I was like, okay, this is different.
Yeah.
As soon as you ended it, it was silent, and then
right.
Boom, congratulations. You really know how to command a crowd.
Thank you.
How long have you been singing?
Singing probably since fifth grade. But professionally, like trying to pursue this as a career since 2021. I recorded my first December 2021. I was in Nigeria and recorded my first 2 songs.
Wow.
Yeah, so I haven't stopped.
You traveled
Yeah.
because just where you were at, or the
Well, I was dating a guy in
producer? Okay.
Nigeria, and so he, and part of my one of my on my to do list, just because I love Afro beats, was to record a song in Nigeria. I wasn't really trying to even really think of like, oh, let me be a singer. I just wanted to do it, but then I made like 2 incredible songs, and I just haven't been able to stop.
Awesome.
So
Awesome. That is very, very cool. You've been pursuing it and then performing kind of the same time?
no, I just started performing February this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, very much then.
Oh
Congrats.
man, thank you.
Is it still nervous?
Yeah, like I forget my words until like I'm on the stage, so that's frustrating because I know they'll come back,
Sure.
but I panic in the moment. I'm like, but they're not here.
Yeah.
So I like have this like, Blue, you know what this is? Chill out.
Yeah. And then
So-
just over time, you're gonna get
I hope so. I'm hoping
Absolutely.
so.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
stressful. Yeah.
Well, congratulations. I really was very, very impressed with the song choice, and then to see the way that you captured the crowd. That's something that's tough to do.
I captured the crowd, really?
Oh yeah, when you stopped, there were people in the back clapping, and normally,
Wow. Okay. Cool.
yeah.
I need to be more aware of like the crowd.
Nah, don't worry about it.
Don't.
Do your
Okay.
thing, yeah.
I'm like,
Nah,
just
don't worry
in my
about
zone.
anything else, but it was just impressive that happened.
Okay,
No, just
cool.
do your thing. But congratulations,
Thank
you have a beautiful voice.
Thank you.
You have this range that I felt a lot of people would go, okay, they might miss the front half of that or the back half, but you capture the whole thing. So.
Oh man, thank you. This is my first time performing since I've been on my journey of being sober.
Oh,
Today,
nice.
yeah, 19 days.
Congratulations. I actually just stopped drinking as well. I don't know when, but it's been at least 3 months, maybe 6
What?
months. Yeah.
Okay.
Just one day I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna drink. And normally, this has nothing to do with music. Welcome to our world.
Right.
Normally, like, if I'm partying too hard, I'll go, you know what? Let me take a break for a month, and then I'll go back into it, and I'm like, okay, good. This time I took a break, and I was like, you know what? I think I'm done. And it was surprisingly for me, it was easy. I think that I just kind of got tired of the same thing. So when I decided to do this, I was like, this is actually a lot easier than I thought. For me, everything is about in my head. I was smoking, and then when I said let me quit smoking, I was afraid to do it. And then all of a sudden, I was at like day 3. I was like, this is easier. Anyways, I just wanted to share
life
that.
is easier.
No, not smoking.
Oh, not smoking. Okay.
Life was still fun.
Oh, okay.
and challenging.
Okay.
But the
I'm
not
like,
smoking was surprisingly easy. I was like, maybe I'll go for 7 days because I didn't want to commit to let me stop. That was for me scary.
Yeah.
I was like, if I say I'm never gonna do it again, I'm just gonna want it again. But if I was like, let me go for 3 days, and I was like, okay, 3 days, now it's easy. Anyways, sorry to go off track there, but
I love it. And for
I-
me, I drink still because my thing wasn't drinking. It's like
Gotcha. Well, congratulations.
Yeah, so I'm tonight was performance 1. I'm just like I like how I feel.
Okay, cool.
I'll keep it up. But anyway, this is awesome. Thank you for
Awesome.
hearing me.
No, thank you for coming onto the show, and again, congratulations, you killed it.
Thank
Keep it up. And my advice to you:
Yes, sir.
forget about the crowd.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I know it's hard to say, and I'm gonna say this: I'm also not a singer, so I don't know your world.
Okay.
But I will tell you from all the other singers I've said, as soon as they forgot about the crowd and it was just about themselves,
Yeah.
I guess you start to not be so robotic. This is what one person said. Not so robotic, and then it was just natural.
Just natural.
I'm just sharing what they
I
told
love
me.
it, and I will take it and eat. I love it.
It's very, very good meeting
Thank you. Likewise.
Awesome.
Likewise. Thank you.
Guys, take care. This is Blue. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Awesome.
It's so funny. I quit drinking and I've never had a chance to talk about it until just now. So I was like, you know what? Let me take a second. Awesome, everyone. I just saw this gentleman rock the house. Congratulations. I'm going to say this. You write extremely well, and when you deliver really well. And that is something that to me is a great art, and it's tough to learn. Your stage presence was really, really great.
Thank you.
When you go in to record, how is it that you do it? Do you write everything?
So yeah, so when I go into record, I basically have everything pre-written down to the cadences, the ad libs, each beat switch. I actually have those listed in my notes every time so that I know if I have a flow switch, because I might be just going ham, I might be going at a fast pace, and then all of a sudden the beat switches and I go into this just nice, smooth, vibey type of beat. So I always try to make sure I have everything nitpicked down to the very last critique, and then when I go into the studio, that just makes it that much easier for my producer, and we can get everything knocked out of the way very quickly.
Absolutely. This is for artists just starting. Do your homework. I work with Tiger Roberts, and great producer. I bring people in, and some people are just writing it or just kind of putting the song together then, and you pay by the hour. That's totally fine. But then I'll have other artists that do the homework, and they can actually kind of do an album in at least one session, maybe a 4-hour session, but at least one session. And even the producer will say, I prefer to work like that, because it's tough to capture an energy, and then when you're at it for 4 hours and it starts to get dull, it is tough to keep that energy.
For sure.
Yeah. And your energy, wow, I just loved it. When you do a song, I was just speaking to Stars of the Bazaar about this. When you're doing a song, there's not a crowd around you. You don't know the energy yet. How do you go in with keeping that energy? Do you picture like the crowd responding on stage, or is it just you feel the beat?
So I think for me, what it is that I perform a little differently than I sound on my usual audio. I tend to hit the cadences a little bit more in-depthly when I perform it live, so that way that I do get that crowd draw in. They hear that those enunciated notes, and they want to be in on that, you know, get them dancing on the dance floor, things of that nature. So yeah, I definitely think that's how I do that for sure.
Awesome. Well, I cannot thank you enough for the energy that you bring to your song. It is truly, like, when I hear it, I'm like, I need that record. I want to put it on the radio. So thank you so much for what you do, and congrats.
Thank you very much.
Awesome. All right, guys, take care. Hey, everyone. I just ran into
Miss Sophistication.
Awesome. If you are familiar with her work, you have a shop over, say Gresham, might not be.
It's Portland. It's Southeast Portland, 2801 Southeast 122nd Avenue, between Division and Powell.
And you have phenomenal, I'm going to say clothes, but I'm going to say art. You have phenomenal art on your clothes. And we were over at X-Rated show, and you had a big booth there.
I did, yeah.
You had some coats on there with some, just your art is amazing. Congrats. And you are very heavily involved in the lowrider community. And I'm going to say this, this magazine is for the community, and we would love to represent the lowriding culture, the art. So anything that you have, please let us know. We'd love to put it in there.
I would love to be involved.
Oh, thank you. Everybody here knows you. You walk in, everybody knows you, and you do such great work for the community. Matter of fact, Lady X just did an order with you. I'm gonna say it was like 30 pieces. It was a big order, and it was great work.
Yeah, her family was just involved in the fire loss. I wanted to contribute somehow and donate back. Yeah.
You're awesome. And phenomenal work. And then we will do this on the side here, but I also help out with the high school football team, and we're looking to do merch. And I would love it if we could talk and maybe team up and do some
Absolutely.
stuff. Awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you on behalf of the community. Thank you
Of
for all that
course.
you do.
I'm honored.
Congrats on the shop too.
Thank you.
If I'm right, it's about a year or even less than a year.
10 months.
10 months.
10 months.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And what's unique about your store, at least in the beginning, might not still be, you also have a recording studio.
I do.
You do, and it's
Yes.
still there.
Yes.
Awesome. So you do everything. Hit this person up if you need merchandise, if you need recording as well. Thank you for all that you do. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
it.
Thank you.
Very good to finally meet you.
You too.
Awesome. All right, guys.
What's good?
Hello, everyone, and take a look at who I ran into. For those of you who don't know, this is Cross the Street. Birdie, Jimbo. It is so great to finally have you on the show. I don't know if you know this because I had to take it down, but a few months ago I had an artist cancel that was going to be on the show, and I said, Jimbo, are you available today? And then someone did hit me up and I had to delete it, but I always wondered if you read that. I've been wanting you guys on the show. One, I admire your work. There's not too many TV shows out here, so to see another TV show. If you are not familiar with Cross the Street, you guys are hip hop. You guys do hip hop so well. The community loves you and cannot thank you enough. I'll tell you a little bit about what I do. I am all genres, and when Cross Street came out, I was like, you know what? You guys do hip hop. I'm going to do the rest of the stuff. And I was so upset when you guys said that you were done. And then now to see you guys back, congrats, welcome back.
We were gonna wrap it up, but it's too addicting. It's too contagious. We love just hanging out with our people and seeing our friends all the time. There's no way we were gonna be able to stop it easily. Deconstructed the team. Birdie and I stuck with it. So here's the new look. We're just doing different stuff now. It's gonna be kind of the same, but mostly a little bit different, right?
Yeah, we like to switch it up, and it's never too late to try something new and improved. And we always say, he always says,
1% better.
Yeah.
1% better.
It grew on me though, and I love that. So I always take it to the extreme. I like to get like 10%, like let's do this, let's do that. He's like, slow it down. How can we just get 1% better?
Every episode we strive to be just that 1% better. And I think that's what's got us as far as we've gotten today.
That's awesome. I go just the opposite. I try and go a little bit less. Seriously, we are actually on an iPhone and these mics, and I don't like these mics at all. They distort too much. But coming up very, very soon, I will have a new home at Deep Space Brewing in Hillsboro, where I bring out the digital mixer, and we're actually doing
cool.
mics. So
live sound is always the most fun to deal with.
Yeah.
And then before these mics, I would do it just by that audio, and I did not like that. So I'm very, very happy that we're doing this, and it's so great to have you guys back. I will tell you from what I heard from the community is people kind of refused that Cross Street was going to say stop. That's all I heard from people. They're like, we're really not going to let them stop.
Yeah, we got plenty of messages. Everybody wanting us to do the show. It just needed a little break, really. For 2 years, Birdie and myself worked extremely hard on this program, and we just needed a little break. So.
I bragged I only do like one show a month. You guys were doing, I'm gonna guess 6+ a week.
There was a few months where we supplied 20+ episodes per month at a repeated clip over and over again.
Well, congrats on the grind. Some of my favorites, you had Skylar Ray, and he was making Kool-Aid. I think I've talked about this before. Skylar took this sugar. He's like, no, not done. They take a break and then pour some more in. Stir it up. He's like, not done. He poured the whole sugar in, and he was like, it's almost there.
That turned out to be a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be. Skylar's recipe was first one.
Yes.
But he eventually got it right. It was good.
Wow. And gosh, I saw you at I'm gonna forget what show. I'm gonna say the X-Ray show. It might have been another show. It was.
Yes.
so good to finally meet you, and now meeting you again today. Jimbo, we've ran into each other a bunch of times,
Numerous
but
times.
you are always busy, and that is awesome to see. And I'm going to say it again. Congrats, welcome back, and check out Cross the Street. They do an amazing job.
We feature Portland people in its places, and we make them look more awesome than they already are. So just
Good description.
cross the street, just how it sounds, CROSS the street. Catch us on YouTube. That's where we want you to find you. So and if you see Birdie's face, like drop a comment, say something. She loves it.
Yes, and I also do choreography and dance.
Yes.
So that's kind of what my passion is, and so I always done that since I was like born. But I just got into this in the last like year or two, and it's like the best being a host and stuff. So usually I'm like dancing behind a lot of music, but then next thing you know, it's like I'm like talking on a mic and I'm like dancing too. But now I'm just like I'm a little bit of everything. So if you guys need any music videos, let me know. I got a new dance crew. Yes, called PDX Dance Crew. So I'm gonna definitely get the website up and some business cards and stuff going. So that's like in between times of doing cross the street, that's what I'm doing.
Man,
making music videos.
You stay on the grind too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, check my YouTube out. It's Birdie Lee Portland on YouTube, and so you can literally see all my music videos that I've been in the last year.
Very cool.
It's been a lot.
Yeah, and he shoots music videos too.
From time to time.
If you need some music videos, he got you.
Awesome. Well, it's very good to finally sit down and meet you both. Jimbo, welcome back.
Thank you.
Birdie, thank you so much.
Yes.
All right, take care, guys. Cross the street.
Cheers.
Bye.
Another official interview in the books.
Thank you. Take care. All right, we are running into all the superstars, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, it's your boy Woozy, Woozy Woos, aka King Woos, out here in Portland, turning up with Mr. Shane Ramsey, Kween Hinnessy for her album release.
I have to say, your name is everywhere, and congrats, you're doing everything. The other day we were over at the X-Raid show, and you were the hype for Queen Hinnessy.
Mm-hmm.
You added so much to that, and the one thing I'm going to say, and I haven't said this yet, I spoke to a few friends around it. The way that went down, it felt like the 90s hip-hop. It was a circle of people, and instead of on the stage, on the dance floor, and I just love that vibe of that old school of you're in the song, basically, instead of being on stage. I love that feel, and walking around the circle, kind of making it a little bit bigger. I was loving that whole vibe. So congrats. Thank you. It is awesome to see that kind of energy come from a performance.
Hell yeah. It just takes back to where hip hop started, it was in front of your face right here, right now. We're not playing no rah-rah. Like, look, listen to me. I'm the one talking. You don't need to be on the side, do whatever you're doing,
So exactly that. When I was in Florida, there was a guy named King Sun, and he had a bunch of records. He ran around with KRS-One and all these guys. He would show me videos of KRS-One is in the middle of the circle, and then King Sun's like 6'7". He's just a huge dude. So when he would come close, he would go, "Open up the circle," and everybody would crowd back, and they would be freestyle. And I love, oh man, not written, just the beat, and then come in and say something clever. And he always had something ready to go, and it was awesome feel. I'm going to say I like, and I'm going to show my age here, I like that 80s, 90s hip-hop. I appreciate today. Don't get me wrong.
That's the foundation, though. That's where it started. That's where it comes from. People don't know that it came from before that, but that's where the sole purpose of the point of rap music is expressing yourself through lyrics without having to be able to sing and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
I love the storytelling. I love the samples of like when you play a record like from even the 60s that was hot, you're like, okay, that horn, you grab that horn from that record
Right, and you
appreciate
duplicate it. Yeah.
Yes.
I was listening to some classical music the other day, but it was like way before I would even know, and I was like, I heard it, and all I heard after that was a drop, and then a hard hip hop beat come through, and I was like, if I knew how to make beats. You know
a friend of mine's a producer, and we would listen to like Nas or something else, and he would stop it and he'd go, hold on, and he'd go and find that record. He's like, that's from this part. He'd play it, and sure enough, I'm like, dude, your ear is amazing. Anyways, yeah, that's my old hip hop stuff, but I love the new stuff. I'm one of those that I'm like, I kind of like that beat, and the mumble rap, I'm like, you know, I know, but you know what? Sometimes I don't even really want to. I look at it as like an instrument. I don't even.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
you put that in the background and dead it out, and it's like another sound.
Yeah, it's just the sound. I'm not really getting into it, but for me, Nas and like One Mic and stuff like that, that storytelling, the rap backwards, I'm like, wow, that was. Anyways, I could probably go into that all day. That was just so much fun. But the way that it presented and the way that the circle was, I was like, this feels like that. So thank you. So good to finally meet you. I see you everywhere, all over, and to finally meet you, it's awesome.
Oh, it feels good. It feels good to finally put that face to the magazine, to the name that is Portland Metro. You know what I'm saying?
The funny thing is, when I saw you being the hype man, I'm like, who is that? And someone goes, that's Woozy. I'm like, that's Woozy. Oh, okay. Because you know someone for so long, you're like, oh, that's Woozy.
I get that all the time. People come up to me, they're like, what's your name? I'm like, I'm Woozy. They're like, you're Woozy. Yeah, I'm Woozy.
Awesome. Hey, thank you so much. Very good
having
meeting
me, boss. I'm pretty sure I missed my.
Yeah, right.
She probably
All right.
called me. I appreciate you. Thank you.
No, thank you. I appreciate it. That went off too long. I was supposed to just say something, and then that was it. All right, everyone. I ran into someone else. What is your name?
I'm Angel, aka Lil Aim.
Okay, definitely know who you are now. You just rocked the stage, and I have to say, you sing, you deliver very, very well, and yeah, you got the crowd going. I love your voice.
Thank you.
It's so, I'm not gonna say unique, but it is so different to hear someone not just deliver a line, but to actually put in the work with the song, and it was beautiful. Congrats, and it was definitely a lot of energy with it, and the crowd, of course, responded, and I have seen your name all over the place, so it's good to finally put a face to your name. How long have you been doing this?
I've been singing since I can remember, but I started making my music and performing like a year and a half ago. So I'm pretty new.
Pretty new.
So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, with your confidence being that new, that's amazing. Congrats. I have to say, when it came to you being on stage, it seemed like you were very, very comfortable. And I expect that to be someone that's been doing it for a long, long time. So congrats.
Thank you.
Anything new coming out? New album or anything?
I'm working on a lot of stuff right now. I've got a lot of shows coming up, like 6 shows or something in September, I think. But yeah, I'm working on revamping some stuff before I drop other things. But I got a lot of stuff in the works.
Wow, you're just diving right in. Yeah. Awesome. Well, congrats. I won't keep you anymore. I think you're going to go back on stage. Very good to meet you.
Thank you.
Really, really appreciate it. Awesome. Well, guys, the story definitely tonight is years in the making. I've been trying to get a bunch of people on the show, and you, sir, are one of them.
Hey, I appreciate it, man.
Oh, man. So, little backstory. We have a song, Till I Die, on the radio. I'm going to say it's 10 years. It might be 9 years, but it's still one of our number one songs. It trades back and forth, but everybody loves that song.
Hey, that's what's up. That's appreciated.
Everybody did a great job. I'm going to speak about your lyrics specifically.
Okay.
You deliver some hard lyrics, and it's one of the ones that I find my favorite. I can't wait till that part of the song. So
All
you
right,
write
all right.
well,
Hey, thank you.
uh, and it is so nice to. I appreciate the storytelling. I appreciate a lot of stuff in hip hop, but that delivery of the lyric is it's tough to do. Like I'm gonna say this, and it's not to say anything bad about other artists. I think you could just read a lyric, but that delivery of the energy of that song. I don't know how long it took you to write that,
Right.
but
Not long.
not long. Okay.
Not long.
Okay. I was kind of going over in my head. I was like, that sounded so well. I wonder if it was like a couple months or.
Oh no,
Nah.
no.
You just write it and go.
Like maybe an hour. Maybe.
Wow. No
Maybe an
way.
hour. Yes, sir. Yes,
Wow. Okay. How do you do the beat and then write to it, or do you already have an
So I
idea?
mean, I could do it either way, like before the beat, but I prefer to have the beat because the beat usually will give me energy to go off of.
Yeah, I get that
I
story.
vibe off the beat. Sometimes that make writing easier. If that makes sense. So,
Yeah, it does make sense. Yeah, I've been in recording studios with a bunch of people, and that's exactly right. When you hear the beat, like for the 8th or 9th time, it's like, okay, I think I got it. Yeah, yeah.
absolutely.
And some of the people that I have worked with, they don't give you anything. We're hearing it 8 times. We're like, what is he coming up with? And then all of a sudden, okay, I'm going in the booth.
Right,
And
right.
then boom, and you're like, that's what you were doing? Wow.
Absolutely. Like sometimes just writing, like seriously, I'll write down like maybe 3, 4 sentences, right? And I, I don't freestyle it because I like recite it a couple times or whatever like that in my head, like and come up with the rest of it. Like my woman called me an alien because she see me do it all the time, you know. But yeah, man. Sometimes that's the process.
I love it. I will spend all day in the studio. That's my place that I want to go to.
Oh, I love going to the studio.
It's my favorite, and to watch artists like you go to work, it's awesome. It's entertaining for me.
I appreciate that.
I will listen to the same beat for 8 hours and still be happy.
Right.
I love watching the song be built, and yeah. And I'm sorry, I was so excited to see you here. I don't think that we introduced you, ladies and gentlemen.
The real J Rock.
The real J Rock
Yes, sir.
in the building. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Hey, I appreciate you as well.
It's very good to finally sit down and meet.
Absolutely. We got to do it again.
Yeah. All right. Take care.
Awesome.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I mean it. This has been years in the making to finally sit down with you. So this is awesome.
The motive kept respectful till your feelings changed. Love turned into hatred, silent moments turned to toxic days. My peace, I calmed your savage, come against us, you can have it. Anytime it was an issue, grab the blick and she will pass it. Crazy how the ones we love, they hurt us the most. You stole my heart, premeditated, call it murder.